Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace and welcome to March. We made it. We got through the deepest, darkest parts of winter. Fun fact, tonight the sun sets at 6 p.m. The next time it will set at 6 p.m. is the end of October. We made it, my friends. We made it. We got here. Woohoo! It is my birthday month, so please stay tuned for some birthday surprises and specials, and I might even do a giveaway. So we'll see. We'll see. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. And another idea I have is doing bingo live here. If I can ever freaking figure out how to go live in a way that doesn't, have everything in my house falling down. I don't know. Last time I tried to go live, it was a little bit crazy. Everything was going wrong, but I got to figure it out. I have to. I've been gone live before, no problem. But last time it just was not happening. So what I might do, if I'm going to do something special, I'll maybe do it on a Zoom. That might actually be easier because I know how to use Zoom. It's easy peasy, which would be easier than trying to stream onto YouTube when I don't really 100% know how to do that. So anyway, but anyway, today's reading is all about March. We're just going to have a look at March energy. There's no spread here. We're just going to pull cards and get a sense of what is coming up for us this month. This is the Fountain Tarot. The link to it is in the description. It's not expensive at all, by the way. It was given to me by Caitlin, so I didn't even have to buy it. But when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's a very reasonably priced tarot deck. I think it was like $22 or $23. So right in the range of affordable for most people, I would think. And yeah, let's just look at the March energy. Let's just see what's going on. I have tons of readings planned for this month based on abundance, luck, renewal, healing, all kinds of things. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe for yourself. It's free. Why wouldn't you? But also it really helps me out. Helps me grow my channel. I'm trying to get to the point that I can have memberships so that we can do bigger and more expansive work here. So these are the teaser readings, really. But I really want to get to the point that I can have a membership, and that really excites me. So yay. Hopefully within a couple months that will be the case. So we have the Fool. Fresh beginnings, absolutely. Spring is coming. We know that Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and our birthdays start in this month. Mine is in March, at the end of March, obviously. So I'm definitely like Aries are the babies of the zodiac, and I'm an early Aries, so I'm the babiest of the babies in the world. So. Absolutely, this is innocence, adventure, spontaneity, new beginnings, fresh starts, a new chapter. This is about really believing in yourself, and trust me, I know how easy it is to believe in yourself when the sun is shining. And it is shining right now, and I feel so different than I did a couple days ago when I hadn't seen sunlight in like 3 weeks. So definitely this is... some new dreamy energy coming up for us. It's a beautiful transitional moment. The one message that always comes in for the Fool is that when you're off on your adventure, just don't look before you leap. Okay, that's all. I'm not saying don't leap. I'm just saying look before you do. Okay, because there is a naivete to this energy. It's very youthful, babyish energy coming in, which is really exciting after the couple months that we've had, which has been, I don't know where you live, but I do know that most of the people, almost 60% of the people who watch my videos are over the age of 65 and live in America. A few Canadians show up from time to time, which I think is really interesting because I thought I would have a much bigger Canadian audience, but it's our 65 and up Americans who are digging me here. So you may be feeling it's been a rough winter, or you may be feeling really excited and then wanting to see more now. So yeah, I'm not even going to get into that in this reading. I could. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to keep it shut. Going to keep it shut. The Knight of Coins. Actually, we're just going to layer that because we're going to pull on. This is, see, upright, our Knight of Coins, I always kind of compare him to that Eeyore energy. Boring. And so it's that energy of having to get all your ducks in a row. You know what I always think of when this card comes up? You know when you want to paint a room? And I would just be like, all right, let's just get the paint and paint the room. My husband is like, no, we have to wash the walls. We have to tape the border stuff, whatever it's called. I don't know, the trim. We've got to tape the trim. Like my husband would take 3 weeks preparing to spend an hour painting. So that's what this card always reminds me of, is that like doing things the right way. But because we're in reverse, it's time to shake the cobwebs off, really, is what this is about. Now that the weather's a little nicer, get out for some exercise. Get out for a walk. You know, move your body. The Knight of Coins, like the coins, it's the pentacles. It's our physical life, right? So move your body, shake things off, like get some exercise, get the, you know, motion is lotion. So the more you actually move, the longer you stay flexible in your life, in all ways, by the way. But this, there's a sense of impatience to just kind of get on with things and get to the time of the year or the place in our life that we want to get to. But we just have to take it step by step. You eat an elephant one bite at a time, you know? So definitely don't sink into it. It's time to snap out of it. It's time, like the little crocuses popping out of the snow. It's time to be a little crocus and be like, oh yeah, get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunlight, get some exercise. You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel more hopeful. You're going to feel more abundant. And then, of course, have gratitude the entire time for the beautiful day, your legs that work, your warm coat, whatever it is that is going on. Just have some gratitude for it. Have gratefulness. There we go. That's what I should have said, but I got tripped up on my own words. But it's time to snap out of that laziness that we've all been in all winter. Believe me, in the month of February, I think I maybe left my house intentionally, like wanting to go out 3 times. But I was also sick. But so now even I'm feeling, let's shake off the cobwebs. Let's get outside. Let's move around. Let's, you know, get things fired up again. 7 of Swords. Uh-oh. This is our sneaky friend. Somebody did something in February that you're going to find out about in March. Or that we'll all find out about. I don't know at this time in this reading. But there's definitely the energy of this card is always like sneakiness, trickery. Like if I saw this if somebody came to me and said, is my husband cheating on me? I would be like, well, you already know, and so do the cards. So this is a very sneaky, tricky energy, but the sense I'm getting is that it's not like a regular person. It's that we're going to find out that somebody that we've thought was good or somebody that we thought was bad is actually the opposite, and they have been underground or below the surface working towards the opposite of what we believe they are. That's really interesting. The enemy masquerading as a friend. Or it could be a friend masquerading as an enemy. Like that, I think we need to look at both sides of the coin on this one. Or both sides of the double-edged sword. There we go, the double-edged sword. But I definitely am getting the sense that it's somebody, It's somebody famous enough that we would all kind of be aware, like, oh, that's not what I thought that person was at all. So it's not like someone in a personal person in your life or my life or somebody else's life, like that only you would be aware of. It's this sense I'm getting is that it's a bigger person, and the whole world is going to find out, or the whole country is going to find out. So it's not just a little personal thing. This is a bit of a big deal that we're going to find out. It's almost like how a lot of people talk about the white hats. I don't know what I think of that concept. I'd love to hear what you think of it. Have you heard of the white hats? Do you think they exist? Do you think they don't exist? I don't honestly know. I don't have an opinion because I haven't really spent that much time thinking about it, but I do think it's kind of an interesting concept. So if there are white hats, they probably don't appear to be white hats right now. They may appear to be people who are working against the people, while underground and below the surface be working to help the people. I don't know, but that's what's coming in. And it might be somebody that just totally takes us by surprise. Yeah, like it would be like a shock. Like, okay, I'm going to use an example, and I'm not saying that this is what it is, but I'm just going to use an example of what would be really, really shocking. If you know who Alex Jones is, imagine finding out that he is, in fact, actually a government op. Like that kind of shock, like that kind of uncovering, exposing of something. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. Or it could be the complete opposite with somebody else that we think is bad. And we find out, oh no, actually they've been really trying to save the country. So, you know what I mean? But it'll be interesting to see what comes out. But I'm definitely feeling like there's something coming out that we're gonna learn about somebody, and it's going to be the complete opposite of what we've thought and believed all this time about them. So that'll be fun. That'll be exciting. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right. And then we have the Two of Swords. You know, based on everything else, there's going to be some decisions that need to be made at high levels and at lower levels as well. Because this is just a general energy reading. It's not a personal reading. I'm not speaking to any one person right now. I mean, obviously I'm speaking to you. Thank you for being here. But I'm not, there's not some one person coming in. Like oftentimes when I do a reading, I'm like, somebody is watching this and they are experiencing X, Y, Z because I can feel it. That's not this reading. This is just a general energetic overview of March. And based on the information that we learn, we've got some decisions to make. And it's I feel like the world is going to be almost stuck for a period of time because they've learned something that has kind of shocked them, and now it's like, well, what is reality? And we're not going to know what to do. We're going to almost feel like we're at a stalemate with the world, if that makes sense. Because I think that what's going to happen is that the things that we believe it's all going to come crumbling down, and then we're actually going to start seeing the truth. There's a girl, I should see if I can find her link. She talks a lot about this stuff. But I can't remember her name. Lauren, I think maybe is her name. She talks a lot about like the Matrix and all of this, everything kind of collapsing. And the sense I'm getting is that we will be shown more of it, and then we'll have decisions we need to make, but we're going to feel really stuck. We're not going to know what to do because we don't know what reality is anymore. Like what is true, what is real, you know, and that's where we have to just go right back to our own instincts. Do what feels right. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. And there is a freebie in the description as well. There's a link to a freebie there. If you are watching this and it's still the February freebie, that's because I haven't got the March freebie done. It's huge. It's massive. So it's taking me a little longer than I thought, but as soon as it's done, I'm going to switch all of the links that have the February freebie still in it to the March freebie. So you can grab that too. And that will really help when this happens. This freebie I'm writing will really help when this happens. So stay tuned, stay tuned. And if it's like, if you're watching this in, June of 2026, the freebie's there for you. The March freebie's there. So there you go. 5 of Wands. Oh, there's going to be conflict. See, if this was the 5 of Swords, I say there's going to be an argument. 5 of Wands, I'm like, there's going to be a conflict. There's going to be, because of the things that are coming out, there's going to be some changes of behaviors in the world. That the people that maybe we didn't think would attack each other are suddenly attacking each other. Or the people that we didn't think would ever see peace are going to see peace. But there's going to be some changes, but it's definitely, there's conflict within it. I'm not saying a war, but just conflict. It may upset a lot of people. I'm getting Russia, Ukraine, but I don't know if that's what it is. I'm not trusting what I'm getting right now, which is not a good idea. But because it came in so soft, I'm like, is that just a thought or is that actually a message? But if it is, there's people who are going to be angry no matter what happens. There's people who are going to, right now we have somebody trying to keep the war going. I don't get it. But do you see what I mean? Like things could change so quickly that it does actually cause conflict because people don't know what to do with it. And people no longer know what side they're on. You don't need to be on any side, by the way. Fun fact, you can be on your side. That's a good side to be on. You don't need to be involving yourself in things in other parts of the world that you're never going to go to unless you're going to go and deal with it with them. Just turn off the TV. You'll feel so much better. Trust me. 3 of Coins. Oh, fun. This one, I like that we're getting like a good variety here. So our 3 of Coins obviously is our 3 of Pentacles. And this is about our physical life, our money, our abundance, our home, all the tangible stuff we can touch. So whenever 3 comes out like this, it's always like, get creative. You're going to have opportunities to be creative. The world is going to have to get creative to deal with all of this stuff. But it's also building on success. It's also about teamwork. And I almost feel like as all of this unfolds and then things settle down, the message I'm getting, it's coming like towards the end of the month. This is not start of the month. This is like end of the month. But it's almost like all this stuff is going to come out and then there's suddenly going to be all these opportunities that keep an eye out for them because they may not look like what you think they would look like. But some opportunities for all kinds of things. That's what they're telling me. They're just like all kinds of things. Pick one. There's an opportunity coming. But of course, you want to be ready for it. So if, say, you're thinking, okay, I want to do X, Y, Z, don't wait for the opportunity to arise and appear for you and then start trying to figure it out. Kind of start working on it now. And the opportunity, then you'll see the opportunity when it comes and trust it. Because you'll know, oh, I've been working towards this and boom, here comes the opportunity. Yay. So, whatever it is that you're focused on, whatever direction you want to move in, just start doing that. Start working on that. And then when the opportunity arises, you're good to go. Think of it like, and maybe this is true for somebody listening, but think of it like having your passport all the time up to date so that you don't get caught by surprise when somebody invites you on a trip that you need a passport for and you don't have one. So it's kind of that sort of thing. Like just always have these things taken care of and done and ready to go. So it's sort of that energy of like, I'm prepared for whatever opportunities come and I'm going to watch for them and I'm going to grab them and I'm going to seize every single one of them. 4 of Pentacles. Did we get any wands in here at all? Oh yeah, we did. The Five of Wands, the conflict. That's why I was like, I'm kind of missing something here. And did we get, we've got Pentacles, Wands, Swords, Swords, Pentacles. Interesting. No Cups. No Cups. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. I know that many of us are feeling squeezed right now, but it's important to remember that money is energy. And when energy becomes stagnant, it actually becomes quite toxic. So if you're resisting spending money because you're worried about the future, my suggestion to you is to decide what little amount of money you would be comfortable spending to treat yourself, to get into a place of joy. And when we're joyful, we're most magnetic. We want to stay in the realm of stability, but we don't want to get into the realm of stagnancy, because it's really hard to manifest abundance when everything in your life is stagnant. And if you're hoarding, if you're being miserly, or you don't feel like you make enough money to, make big, bold moves, it could be something as simple as on Friday after work, a little trip to the dollar store to get yourself a treat, enjoy it, and just really, really enjoy it. Really sit and be like, this is like the best chocolate bar I've ever eaten, or this is the best bag of chips I've ever, like whatever your treat is. I don't know. It could be anything. But whatever it is, it could be a Starbucks. It could be anything. It doesn't need to be consumable. It could be something as I once told a client, go buy yourself an eyeliner. It's a few dollars in the big like box stores. You know the one I'm talking about. It's a few dollars, but you're making energy move. You're making money move. You're not letting it sit stagnant. But at the same time, you're not going to go broke if once a month or once a week you spend $5 on yourself. Okay? That's our beautiful message for today. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for hanging out. Absolutely. Don't forget to click subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Leave a comment and let me know you were here. Click the like button, do all the things. I so appreciate everybody who does that for me. I know you don't have to, but that's why I so appreciate it, because people are actually taking the time. So leave a comment and let me know you were here. I love our conversations. Our chitty chats are so fun. If you have questions, let me know. All my links are in the description, including the link to this deck, my Patreon, my tip jar, my Facebook, my mailing list. There's a freebie there for you. There's all kinds of things. So absolutely check that out. And I hope to chat with you soon. As ever, have a magical day.